The little go fuck reel at the end there always gets me. Love to see it. Love to see it. Fist bumps to everyone on arrival. Thanks for joining us. We're back on a Friday night. It's been a wee week or two out just with Easter breaks up here in Scotland. My schedule's been all over the shop. And joining me as ever, I've got McBride Ace and SR Dimebar. Charlie, good to see you, lads.
Yeah, good to see you. How's everyone?
Keeping well, keeping afloat, Charlie boy. You know me. And McBride's always floating. Yeah.
It's a Friday night, come on. Geese peace.
Yeah, well, Friday night is definitely the night for having a wee bit of peace, isn't it? Normally we see up these shows and it's just about kind of chilling out and reflecting on what's been going on over the last little week. I've got this on a different screen than normal, so I feel like I'm looking the wrong way. But tonight is a wee bit of a special one. I've opened up a wee competition on Play MFL, the Quinn Invitational. We've got a wee pre-season tournament. It's not quite... no, I was going to say it's not quite. It's definitely more important than the Audi Cup and all these other things that you see going around. So MFL managers all around the world getting set for Season 5. We did a bit of a group stage or a competition preview earlier on this morning. McBride, you're obviously in it to win it as well. One of the stronger teams in the competition, I must say. And yeah, we've got match day 1 kicking off in 10 minutes. I'm buzzing for it. How are you feeling, McBride?
Yeah, good. I've missed a bit of the MFL, to be honest. Like, I had one of those like kind of mad 1 or 2 days where, like, you know, when the window opened and you're having to sort out all your contracts and everything, then I thought I was on top of it, and then I realised I had to sort out all my squad numbers and moving people about and everything. But I'm kind of missing the games a wee bit, so I'm glad that you've like arranged something and there's some stuff up and coming and test the tactics, etc. But it does look as if I've got quite a tough one. I mean, my first game's against Jimbo's bronze team or something, like, and I put an ice team in, so like anyway, it's a good ice team, but yeah, I'm not expecting a result tonight, let's put it that way.
But the group stages were all quite well put together. It was a nice kind of mix. There's some teams that are stronger than others, of course, but yeah, there's not many groups where there's a runaway leader of one team that will definitely dominate all other 3. So should be good. We've got a bunch of participants as well in the live chat, by the way. Alex Coombs, who's playing me tonight, and I looked at Alex's team, firmly a Spark club. So Barcelona, we might be doing a wee bit of rotation for this one. Early pre-season vibes, you know, where you roll out those players that might not always play week in, week out. So there, Burra, of course. Ian, good to see you. Simo, he's a contestant. He's in the house. Good to see you. Lob's Game. And Tatos is in the group stages also. And Sid FIFA, hello, Quinny McBride. Happy Friday indeed. And Shane, he's in the competition with Santiago City. Good to see you. But Charlie, I realised I had an offer from you in my inbox the other day for somebody, I forget who it was. But you're set and ready to rock for Season 5.
Yeah. I think I started, when was it, 2 weeks ago? I think it was about, when I signed up, it was about a week till the transfer window opened. So I've been picking up a few pieces off the market. I originally started with quite a few common players, and then I think I've kind of realised the level, and I've had to slowly bring in some. Are they limited? Are they called limited? Yellow ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, bring in some of the limited players. Yeah, I was short of right back, so I sent out an offer, and I think you want auto accept, actually.
Nice.
And fully enough, that is actually my only loanee I've got. Oh.
Quinny's disappeared.
Yeah.
What's he done? He's hit.
I thought that was just me, but it was all of us.
Hold back.
You were saying, Charlie, that was your only?
Yeah, that was my only loanee, actually. So that's the only bit of percentage I'm giving away this season, as of now.
Nice place for it to end up.
Yeah, 98% is staying in my pocket, hopefully, with whatever I get, which is nice. But yeah, it's actually in the few friendlies I've done. Your right back's been getting a few assists, so hopefully progress as well this season. You can have him back with a few more on the ratings.
Yeah, hope so. And that's me got like a full German back 4 and centre defensive mid from like packs of guys that have been out on loan, hopefully progressing that. So I might put a wee Spark team together for Season 6, and that wee guy's one of the ones I'm looking at, certainly. So it'll be fun to see if he kicks on for you, mate. But aye, looking forward to it then in Spark. You think you'll be doing well?
Yeah, definitely. I think I'll be honest, I'm not really sure of the level. I think everyone's kind of in the same boat of like, no one kind of knows what it's going to be, because there's like a hell of a lot of new people just came on in the past month or so. So I think there's going to be a lot of people who have kind of just opened their account and got 70% of their teams are going to be commons, and then I think you're going to have some people like me who've got like about 70% of their starting 11 be like limiteds, and then I think that'll kind of be the average. I'm hoping for like 5th, maybe. I'm looking around the 5th place, and I think you've got. I was watching one of Laird's video where he's got a team in Spark who just like I just won't be able to compete, and I think you will get maybe 1 or 2 in each Spark division where it's like they're at a level like a complete different playing field, and they they should almost be like promoted halfway through the season. I think it'll be like, but yeah, I'm excited. I think hopefully it should be good. Yeah, I've been playing some friendlies. I think Mini Me's been my main sparring partner actually, who I've kind of been testing the level against, sort of thing. So yeah, looking to test some more stuff out. I've trying to incorporate a new formation if the one I'm using doesn't work. So yeah, been going good.
Nice. And see, having so many clubs, McBride, how do you find juggling all that pre-season? Trimming tactics, pruning the squad.
Yeah, there was a mad day or two there. Like, there definitely was. Like, I was like, I was thinking, oh, I'll get that organised and open my inbox one day, and I had like 80 offers or something for guys just because I hadn't actually assigned the clubs. So I thought I'm going to have to actually like assign these guys so that people know that I'm not going to loan them out type thing. But I use it. That's kind of I just kind of like work for the top down and then just sort of organise it and stuff from there. But it's quite hard as well. Well, I think because like the match engine changes every season and everything, you know. So you're kind of trying to get enough guys into like squads and things and thinking about how you want to play. But you know, until you play some friendlies or until things develop a wee bit, it's kind of hard to know like what's going to work well and what's not going to work well. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to it again. Like I had a lot of fun last season. A lot of heartbreak at the end of the season as well. I told you what happened with Celtic, didn't I? It's get beaten penalties in the cup final, and then I get beat. Like I think I lost the last 2 games, so I went from like winning the league to coming third, and then I got through the whole playoff round, and then I get beaten penalties in the playoff round as well. So it was properly brutal. So that was a bit weird. I had to give priority to Dublin over Celtic. So Dublin are now better than Celtic again, but what can you do? You know what I mean? They're in like bronze and there's more MFL, so you just kind of got to prioritise and stuff. But I'm really looking forward to it. Like I think there's a whole like buzz around the MFL. Like obviously Charlie's coming in. There's loads of people coming into the game. Everybody's willing to learn and everything and enjoy it and stuff. And it just feels as if it's just going on to another level. And prices are not going too mad either. I think the game setup's really good because obviously with all the leagues and everything being like a sort of pyramid system, like, you know, like Charlie can come in and buy limited and stuff like that, and there'll be a few overpowered teams and things in Spark, but then all the cups are evenly managed and everything, and everybody will have fun. So I think it'll work out really well.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a big season. It's going to be a lot of fun. And we've got the team sheets out for match day 1. So just pop this on screen. I've rotated. I've got some new faces in here. Some of you guys making a debut. But yeah, season 5, I think it's going to be really interesting because of all the, you know, like you say, Charlie's involved. Everyone's involved now. You know, that's it. Once we've got to Charlie, that's when you know everyone's tapped in now. So it's gonna be good. And I think but I noticed it with Ice and Stone. Like I think they're quite good at balancing those divisions out really well. So that especially now with the new rules they put in, like for I forget if it was the beginning of season 4, or if it was in anticipation of season 5, but you're only allowed to have players that are so good or so bad in your squad depending on what division you're in, and I think that will help to make like especially the guys that starting off in Spark like fairly competitive. And I mean fairly as in like you don't feel that you're against a team that's just like a powerhouse for the you know beyond reason for their level. But are they decisive? Here we go.
Nice.
So
Quinny,
obviously I was going to say
bombshell as well, Quinny. Let's give you a bombshell. I seen them. You know how you loaned out Nasser?
Uh-huh.
I went on to scout and I seen him, and I went to send you an offer. I was gonna take him to Vienna, and you'd already loaned him out.
The guy, I took that off that guy from the offer from that guy kind of quickly because he gave me like a chunky percentage, and he was in gold playoff. So I was like, oh, if he got into gold, he's kind of giving me silver terms. It felt like, and I thought, if he gets into gold, then I've won a watch here. But he missed the last playoff, so. And by that time, the contract was already done. You should have let me know. I'd cancelled the pre-contract.
I know I was, I thought you'd already obviously agreed a deal and stuff, but it was kind of one of those, like, obviously, like, because Dublin have went up, I'm thinking Dublin are in bronze, and, like just try to juggle it all. And like some of the guys who were doing like really well and everything last season, I think you're going up a level and everything. So I was just thinking like, I could have him as like one of the strikers in silver, and it'd be like a cool thing as well, because obviously it was your sort
Totally.
of star striker. So it was more from that point of view. But I never messaged you because I thought, you've loaned him out or whatever. But I just seen him too late. So sorry, Charlie, you were trying to talk good as well. And I was just getting that on me.
Yeah, I was going to say, obviously, Sparks new. So what was the last division last season?
Ice.
Sorry, Ice. So what was kind of like the bottom feeder clubs looking like last year? So what kind of ratings were they at?
50s.
Was it 50s? Yeah.
Yeah. I think like good ice teams were pushing into the 70s with their better players, like 71, 69, 72 kind of range. And the bottom could have been anything really, because it was like the bottom division, and some teams were just cannon fodder.
Yeah. The other thing as well is you do need to rotate a certain amount. I mean, I was like one of my leagues, like there was a guy who started, he was projected to be third, just run the same team the whole season. Everybody ended up fucked, and he get relegated. Like he was getting like hammered. I played him second last game or whatever. I thought this could have been a tough game, and turned up and the guys at like 55%, and I beat him like 7-0. So like you do need to manage. Like you can't just leave the same team for the whole season. Do you know what I mean? You've got to like manage the minutes a bit and stuff. So
yeah, I tried to make my squad a little bit better. I'm going to try and do a wee bit better than the cup, rather than just throwing the towel in like I've done like 3 of the last 4 seasons. It's the squad management part. It's definitely one of the harder obstacles to get over. It takes you like a season or 2 to really get it, or know what you want and know how you're going to do it.
Yeah. Cups are good now, Quinny, as well, because you get like points per win and points or MFL per win. So like even if like you've lost 4 games in the cup or whatever and you're out, it's still like worth actually putting out a decent team. You just get a couple of one-off wins, you win some MFL at the end of the season, and it's a really good. I think it's a really like much better setup now. And then when you go up, you're like, unless you come bottom or second bottom, you're guaranteed like round about the same amount as you got for winning the league below. So there's always incentives to move up to the higher leagues and stuff as well, which is good.
Yeah. Where's Alex in like this
Spark?
Group? No, so like say in your mini little group you've got now, is he like the top? Is he like competing with you, or is he one of the weaker teams sort of thing? Like, should you?
I think there was a team where I thought, who have I got in my group? I've got somebody else in my group, and I thought, they could beat me. Like, I looked at their squad, and then the other 2 teams, Alex, I think, might fancy himself for third. Massey. I missed it, so I'm going to hit it again.
You're too busy talking. I hope it's not Michael Massey, that guy that ruined Lewis Hamilton. Anyway. That's in our sport.
There we go, that was good. Been worried about him. He's got a really low, like, average. His overall's quite low for the level I'm at, but he's got like 84 pace and like 81 shooting.
Yeah.
I just brought him in as like backup striker. And I was like, I was playing friendlies and he wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, so I've got 1 or 2 of them where their rating's quite low, but like they're tracking really well in all the stats. So you're kind of a bit cautious, but
yeah. I think the thing is sometimes like you set up a certain like formation or tactics or whatever, and it just kind of lumberjacks your forward or whatever. Like there was a season like there was last season, the season before, where like just strikers which weren't doing really very well at all. So it's like it's one of those things. Like it's still good players, and they just eventually it'll come. Like, that was the inside of the post. Have you got a guy called Quentin Tarantino, Quinny?
It's Tarantino, is it?
Yeah, it's Tarantino. Yeah.
I
was looking at a guy called Tarantino. I think he's a goalkeeper. He's like an 80 rated goalkeeper or something. His name is like Gianluigi Tarantino, just like the director. But no, this one's not quite.
Quinny, Moretti had a church and a church and a Christ.
I beg your pardon, Alex. Alex was in Ice playoffs last year. I beg your pardon, sorry.
And the Pope, and a loaned out Pope, and the Pope died.
Oh yeah, this is Ice. Aye, the Pope won, and Aaron Ramsey got appointed as a manager that day. Would you believe it? I tagged Harry in a tweet for it. Aaron Ramsey strikes again.
Every time he gets injured, somebody dies. Is that what happens?
No, I think it's every time he scored.
Yeah.
Aye.
Every time he scored. Yeah, it's such an unusual event, I think.
No Lecoq for this one. It's too early in pre-season. Him and the brothers are away in Marbella, I think, or maybe Miami, living it up Dubai style, maybe in pre-season.
I thought
In
that was
that Telegram group, Big Bride. No, in
Where is
one of my mate,
Lecoq?
yeah, one of my best guys is called Lecoq, and there's two people in the Telegram group. One of them's got a striker called Lecoq, and another one's got a brother, and we've decided, pardon me, a midfielder, and we've decided that they're all brothers, just like the Pogbas or the Tourams or something.
Oh man.
So the Lecoqs are still on pre-season. They'll be in for match day 2.
That's coming to the night. Where is Lecoq? I love it.
Oh, squeaky bum time. 53 minutes. Bodnar firing one in there under Florek's arm or something. Poor
This
Polish
would be
goalie.
a bit of an upset, wouldn't it?
Oh, it would be egg on face for me, by the way. I thought I've rotated my team. Like, I don't need to rotate 'cause energy doesn't mean anything, but I thought I'll try some of my other guys out in this fixture. Should be a good test, but should still have enough. And here we go. It's tight. Bodnarenko at left back, doing the Greg Taylors for me. Finish it. Oh,
I finished like Greg Taylor as well.
yeah.
Nice.
Rico Lecoq is back from the pre-season shenanigans. Well, mine told me they're still on holiday, so we'll maybe need to have a sit down with him at the training ground after this. We heard your brother was back.
I seen there was a thing in the white paper or something as well about like chemistry or like guys playing together or like having additional. Oh, that's like Fleming.
Love that.
A bit like like you get additional chemistry if you're the same like nationality or something like that. Like so that could all be quite interesting.
I was going through the white paper. I've got a video going out tomorrow. Charlie, you'd have seen it, obviously, based on like the progression. So I kind of went through everything that is mentioned on progression in the white paper, and I kind of married it in with a few examples I've got, because I've got a lot of decent first owner cards for the last 4 seasons. I've got promoted. I've played different divisions, different level of card and stuff like that. So it's one of those things where I've tried to look at the white paper a few times, but it's much easier when you're going looking for information rather than just let me sit down and read this and try and take it all in. But if you know, like, oh, I'm interested a wee bit more in like the potential for, like you say, chemistry and some of these other mechanics, like where you might not be looking for that, you might have stumbled upon it, I'm sure, but like going for it, looking for answers, I enjoy much more than just opening it to learn more about it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get you. It's always worth reading through it. I think like it's kind of one of the mistakes people make, like they join a game and they don't actually like read up on the rules or whatever, you know, like it's kind of good to, even if you just spend 10 minutes reading through it or whatever, it just kind of puts some things in your head that you might not have known about or is not in the pipeline, and it's updated regularly as well. Sometimes you see it and say this has been updated on such and such a date, you know, so obviously it's kind of evolving a wee bit, which is good. But
And said, yeah, no, Nasser, we've loaned him into silver. I'm gutted. You're gutted he took the golden boot off Maria. That guy was a whip, by the way, that striker. But no, Nasser thoroughly deserved it. Thoroughly deserved it. The Rocket Man himself. But no, he's way up to silver now. Because I never got promoted. I couldn't hold him back another season, you know. So hopefully he breaks in. Again, talking about progression, they kind of featured on that part of the video a bit as well.
Yeah,
Progression is king. Says trust the process. He's a man who knows his onions. There's no two ways about it. But
Amen.
It's not the be all and end all for me. I don't think there's a happy medium to be struck, I think.
Big manager, trust the process. I watched a wee bit of that thing with Laird as well. That was quite good. I liked that. A lot of passion for the game there, so it was good to see.
Thanks very much, Sid, and let's hope so. It's funny as well because Sid's team's called Castilla, which is like a pun on like the Real Madrid B team or the backup team, and obviously Barcelona being Mass team. So I've had a few friendlies where I've been kind of going against him and a few other people. It's been good fun, good banter, measuring it up. But a tighter game this than I thought it might have been, by the way.
You've had some chances.
Good run out for the lads. Good run out for the lads.
Is there any goal difference going on in the league?
Oh, actually, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
Our new backup right back, Strobel, coming in with a wee assist there. 80 passing, made him quite a good backup option. I thought new backup centre back Ivanov had a bit of a debut as well. Well done to him. Bodnarenko went at left back. A wee debut for backup left mid as well. Good for him. Wee assist. And then Herbst, who we finally get into the squad, he played all right. Our boy Steffens, who we loved last year, did all right. A debut for Fleming with that goal to get the winner. So that was fun. And then Massey, debut goal for him. Yeah, 87 pace, 81 shooting.
Wow,
But everything else is dog shit.
Oh,
like
wow,
33
passing's
passing,
awful, isn't it? Wow.
dribbling 68.
Jesus.
For how good those other stats are, like he's not been doing good in pre-season so far, so I was worried. So
Really?
yeah, let's see how he does in the real thing. GG indeed, Alex Coombs, by the way. And if you'd got something from that game, I would not have grudged it. XG, like I've ended up with quite a lot there at the end, right? But considering the gap, and the way the game panned out, I could have went either way, really. Fleming getting me out of jail there. That was a good one. Now, I don't want to ruin... Oh, we're on the new... Yeah, this is the new engine, isn't it? Beta version. Nice. I don't want to ruin McBride's score, potentially.
He's not here, so no one tell him.
Yeah. Oh, I don't think we do want to tell him, by the way. I can see his group. Can I see Is there a bit where we can just see all the results? Is this all? Yeah.
There is goal difference there, by the way.
Yeah, but I don't know...
Yeah.
So we had Dunn winning 3-0. That's quite cool. They were one of the stronger teams, I think, in their division, maybe. Yeah, lots of 70s. And oh no, that's Malaga. Dunn were way strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the favourites, I think, to go far. That's a big one in that group, 3-0. So Dunn take control of that. Well done to Gaffer Lewis. Have a wee peek at some of the goals, maybe. Oh, we thought that was a Lecoq in the team, but it's Leclerc. Not quite. McBrides are back. We'll put your game on if you've got a tab for it.
Yeah, I was trying not to go into it too soon, so I didn't spoil it for myself. So
that's a penalty.
I was really just away for a beer, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't mind checking out some of the goals. See if we can get a goal of the tournament award on the go, maybe. A lot of goals to keep up with, right enough, but just a wee passing thought. That's a nice strike.
Yeah.
That's a nice strike. Go on that, man. That was done. We've got Tatos with a 3-1 win here over Scavengers, if I can say that. A lot of 70s in the Scavengers lineup for Rob C. And Tatos Wayne. Oh, this is a clash of the Titans. A 3-1 win, but...
Hey, Quinny, I've got the replay. Well, I can press replay, so you just let me know when you want me to share them.
Oh, that was a nice goal. After this one, McBride, if you just get your screen ready, I'll flip you on after Wayne's here. Wayne versus Rob. Nice play, by the way, from the Purples. Oh, carved them open there. Cool finish from Amrani. It looks like this Villa team has got a wee bit of the techers. Oh, route one, break the offside trap. Clean finish. 2 clean finishes from the strikers there, by the way. What's the defence looking like here? Really strong. Oh, all the goals from like 7 yards out. Wayne's tactics taking Rob to the cleaners there. And yeah, McBride, if you get a screen, just say when.
Yep. Share. I'm not too hopeful for this, I must admit, but
nice, Alex. Well done, man. So let's see how McBride rolls out with the Celtic boys against Jimbo.
He's yeah. I mean, like
Jimbo's one of the favourites, definitely.
Yeah, 3-5.
I think Jim.
Like,
I think he's got the best attack that I've seen.
Yeah, it looks kind of competitive in defence and midfield by ratings, but he does just edge it in attack in the right minutes, doesn't it?
We'll put it
Go
up
big screen on the pitch.
We'll put the full screen.
Yeah. Unite Shorts, good to see you. I just want the season to start so I can stop looking at the market. I know that feeling. BR4. I know that feeling.
Yeah, I've had a few of them where I thought, right, I'm done. And then I go, oh, could I get a left? Could I upgrade my left back? And I'm like, oh, I'll get one on loan. I was like, no point in getting one loan. May as well buy one.
Yeah.
this is not a promising start. I can't get out my own half at the moment, so that's
That's
not
only the first 5 minutes.
Hi. Sometimes you can just tell. I mean, it's like this is a real like ice team against a bronze team is like obviously slight mismatch. Although it's a really good ice team, but yeah, be tough.
Aye. Those 80 strikers.
That's pretty wild. I've got a lot of guys at Celtic that are quite young as well. Like my centre back's like only 17, so obviously get huge potential, but he's not ready yet. You know what I mean? Like it's a couple of seasons away from being able to play against a bronze team. So
A lot of guys thinking about prime age.
yeah.
I'm no messing about this.
Oh, Mantovani off the post.
Smashed off the post, by the way. Woodwork is still shaking.
He's an interesting character, Quinny. Once we've finished, we'll maybe have a look. I did pay $100 for him, right? And people are going to think that's wild for a 71, but he's a 76 cam. But wait, you see his graph. Honestly, we'll see at the end of the game.
I've got one of them. I've got I think he's a left mid, but at left wing, I play wingers. He gets like a +6, I think, at left wing.
Beautiful.
So like I think he's a common card, but he's really good at left wing.
I love them.
Yeah, it's always good to
Code
look
position
out for
cards.
it. Yeah. Jim Dixon.
Oh, 24th minute. Pascual Trinidad?
Trinidad, yeah.
Big Trinidad and Tobago.
BR4's got a 47 left mid who's a 56 striker. That's a jump, man, isn't it?
It's a bit wild, yeah. There's loads of randomness with that as well, though, because sometimes you've got guys and you think, like, this guy's, like, really good, and he would be amazing in this position. You look at, like, the stats and stuff, and they're, like, a -10 or whatever for that position.
Yeah.
Just, like, been nerfed by the positional familiarity or something. I don't know. Like,
I was trying to test out a different formation, like with mids instead of wings, and I just, throughout my full club, I didn't have anyone that could play right mid, and even players that were like right wingers or left wingers, just like were getting -6s and 7s just play right mid. It was just a bit weird, isn't it?
I found it's not that much of a handicap if they're green in that position anyway. Like, see if they're green but they still get that nerf. I've still found that if the stats are good enough, like, it'll carry through anyway, you know? You do read the white paper, it does say it's a minus whatever the point number is on every attribute, but I say I had that Bodnarenko, a 71 rated left back, playing in midfield at Stone. So he's a 63 centre mid, but he didn't play like it. He played like he had 80 pace and 78 shooting and passing and whatever. So I know it does happen, but I don't think his centre mid is green.
one tag goal, man.
That's contender for goal of the tournament right there, isn't it?
Right in off the beans on toast. Right, we're fucking turning this off. This is a shite game, this isn't it?
But I think if they've got the green spot, if it's like a second position or something like that, I think you can get away with it. If your team is get good balance around it, at least anyway, that's my experience.
Yeah,
but yeah, if you put them in it and they're yellow or they're red, it's just not happening. I don't think. Trinidad, by the way, getting his paycheck.
My goalkeeper's getting a good workout anyway. So.
Oh yeah, diving about all over the shop.
This is my 5th team. So, still be some doings handed out this season. Don't worry about it.
Why didn't you put a stronger team
in? Quinny set a cap.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So none of them fitted the cap. So
yeah,
which is fine. It's definitely a good idea to do that, to be honest. And like I was saying earlier, Charlie, like you go in like a cup, and like your cup will be completely tailored to like your average like best team. So like even if you're like having a hard time in the league, you'll have like 6 competitive games. You might get far in a cup and stuff. And I love how they do that. Like because even if like if you're in a league and maybe you're too good for the league or whatever, you get into a good cup. So like you're always doing something that's really competitive. It's like perfect, really. So
yeah. It seems, from what I've read as well, apparently the cup's got like a massive buff as well,
Yeah.
which is nice.
Rico, man, I've not got any experience of how that would play out. I can't imagine it's negative, but you know, if it's a yellow position and it gets a plus on it because of the attributes, I think that's fine. I think that was probably good to go.
Yeah.
But it's just more on the handicap. Like with my experience, I don't care about it as long as it's a green position.
Yeah. I was always wondering that myself as well, because I've got like a guy who is like a 79 left mid, but he's just crap at shooting. I was thinking, like, if I just tell him not to shoot, will he just play like a 80 odds or whatever, or is it like, how does that actually work? So it'd be an interesting, maybe Matherin could do an AMA. He could ride on Nicholas Julius coattails and like do an AMA or something. But yeah, that's still quite interesting. I'm quite interested to catch your progression thing as well, Quinny, because I've obviously got my own thoughts on that, which might be right, wrong, or costly. But like, aye, that'll be pretty interesting stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff in there. As like someone who's a new user that you wouldn't kind of think of, even like the prime age and stuff like that, and like some of the progression, even if they haven't like say they've been like alive like 5 seasons and they've not moved. That doesn't mean like they're never going to move. It means like it could mean that they're due to like go. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's interesting. Definitely worth a watch.
Anybody got another game they want to put on the screen?
McBride won't be able to show his face around Norwich again.
I'm on the Wayne Duck casting for Sunday night.
oh, you're screwed now, mate.
I know Jimbo's going to be giving me absolute pelters.
By Sunday night, the group stage will finish. So the only way you can redeem yourself, McBride, is if you finish top of the group still. Yeah. That's your last hope on.
Doesn't look likely.
Try and give them a chance. Charlie, come on.
It's only play each other once as well, isn't it? No.
Hardcore. And then Monday, we're playing 2 games. We're playing last 16 in quarters, and then Tuesday we're doing semi-final and final, and then Wednesday season 5 starts.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's a hardcore. If I'd been a wee bit better prepared, and wasn't away for Easter, it would have been a wee bit more smooth. But like I say, the first Quinn Invitational is going to have some bugs in it, and we're going to need to work out the kinks. So next season, we'll try and make it bigger and better, and try and get more of these involved. But unlucky, the Wensome Withering.
Unlucky, aye. Absolutely pumped. It's yeah, I suppose like didn't play that 24 shots. So well, look at the team, look at the guys he's got, like 80s for, that's like pretty strong. So
That Cam he's got there was on loan at me the second half of the season, and he missed about 4 sitters for me, like real big game moments.
We see this guy Quinny, right? Look, so he's a 71 left mid, right?
Nice.
And look at his progression graph.
Wow.
So
Nice.
Yeah, I mean the guy Mendes paid like $8 for him. It's like,
Jesus.
okay, but yeah, obviously I paid for like 100 base. Like people would say, why you paid $100 for somebody that's a 71 as well? He's not really. He's a 76 cam, so he's not a 71. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, right, get that off my screen. I get absolutely hammered there.
Got a wee goal check here for Olympic Mugiwara against the Zurich Eagles. See if we get any more goal of the tournament contenders, perhaps.
Here's a question, Quinny. Do you think we'll ever have VAR in MFL?
No.
I hope not.
I know, me too.
Jesus.
It would just be a vanity thing, wouldn't it? Because the machine knows offsides and shit anyway. It would just be
imagine you
extra
score
stress factor.
It just pauses and go VAR check. You'd be like, what the fuck is going on? Fuck off.
It's bad enough in real life, innit? Like, I hate
Yeah,
it, so I just really don't like it at all. But anyway.
Oh, what's going on here?
What's the goalie doing, Sam?
What's the goalie doing? What's the goalie doing? We need to get that audio clip.
Oh my god. That is
It's like a tackle back pass thing happens there.
Can you put your goalie to like rush out sort of thing, or is that not a...
Goalie's got like three things you can tell him to do. I don't think that's...
Yeah, that's just his goalkeeper being absolute nutter.
Yeah. Oh, quick turnover, by the way. A lot of offside traps getting broken in this match. I wonder if they're both playing high lines.
Mm.
This is a 3-2 victory for, it looks like the Zurich Eagles. Tightly contested match, by the way, all the way to the end. Mistakes have won the day. Oh, that Allard glided in there. His pace isn't even, oh, it's the dribbling, 89. Just feel he was a wee bit zippy there, you know.
Yeah, Zurich Eagles were in the Celtics League, I think, last season, so pretty solid team. It looks like
Yeah,
they'll maybe
Iron.
upgrade a few positions as well. So
That was Iron versus Iron. 3-2.
yeah, and I earned it. That's right.
Let's see, what did we have after that one? Oh, a one each draw between the 2881 and Adelaide Wolves. No, just DW Adelaide. Wow, both the goals in the first 5 minutes of the game and then a red card towards the end. This would have been a terrible game to go to live if you're a fan, eh? 2 goals in the first 5 minutes and then nothing until red card at the end. Let's see if the goals are screamers though. Oh, that's nice. Is this a pen? It might be. Yeah. So this is the 2881 squad. A lot of 70s, high averages there. This team's weaker, by the way. Not by much, but you can see who's the better team there, can't you? Yeah. Good draw for the Wolves.
What do you think of the numbered clubs?
Stone. Like this one?
Yeah, like when people just do the numbers.
Nah, it's not for me.
No, it's not for me either.
Unless it was a cool number, like 1,000 or something, or number 1. Or...
Yeah.
But nah, it's not for me. It's more NFT than club, isn't it?
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, Hoodwink, 8-0 win. Jesus.
Wow.
Against Jazabin. Oh, sugar. From Johannesburg, that club is. Go on, go back. Houghton United. And they are in Spark. Hoodwink, you bully. Iron. Hoodwink, you mad crazy
you put
bugger.
Out a second team.
Come on, Hoodwink. You mad butcher. 82 strikers against the Spark team. He's going for golden goals.
Look at all the ratings of the defence. All dropping 4, 3.8.
Hoodwink, you madman. Let's see, are any of them good? Or are they all... One of them's got to be good. How many good goals do you think we get here out of 8?
None.
Right? None? You think so? What a beard on that guy, by the way.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
De Menendez.
Quinny, that was one of my favourite teams. The guy had it was called Man Bun United or something. Like he hired all the man buns.
Love that. That's good. Not sure these guys. They're nice, nice finishes and stuff. But we want a screamer, don't we?
I think it's just going to be the defenders chucking it in the net and the keeper.
20 minutes, 4-0. 5-0 even.
You'd just click off, wouldn't you? If you were...
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
As soon as you see the team sheet, like, Hoodwink, what are you doing to me? I wonder if him and Jazabin have got history. This is settling the score for something, maybe. Goalkeeper's got the ball. I wonder how this is going to pan out. Shoot. Oh! Yeah. Used the force a wee bit there with the last one.
Yeah, it feels a bit nasty, doesn't it?
Yeah. Taking it to 10 yards out. Come on, man. You're winning 6-0. Shoot it from the edge of the box. Oh, not one screamer. Maybe to finish it. Oh, that's nice.
Oh, yeah.
Long range chip. Jean-Pierre. Is that this guy? Jean-Pierre Wagner. 88 shooting. Jesus Christ. Against a 61 rated goalkeeper.
This is like watching Bonnie Blue.
It was. It was. I mean, who are you talking about? What do you mean? What are you talking about? Next one we've got here is Tuzla Centurions, Rossi's team. Is this a Spark club? Ice. This is an ice club. Lower mid 60s against Cole's team. I think this is a power outfit. And Iron. Yeah, much better. Odegaard 80 in centre mid. 5-0 the victory. See if there's any fun here. Good opening day, by the way. Good opening day. Some tight results, some goal fests as well. I'll maybe skip through the next couple. I think it'll take us maybe all night to look at all these, but I'm more curious than anything. So let's see how everyone's done. See if we see any worldies. The pace and shooting really helps. Yeah, I'm just trying to keep up with the chat. I don't think I missed that goal, but looks like it was a corner or something. But yeah, McBride spitting the dummy after the first game. That's a penalty. Not worried about that.
I'm away seas later, boys. That's been a good night. Listen to you, Quinny. I am a good loser.
Always keep it to yourself, don't you? 6-0 for Monkey against Simo. I wonder if this was...
Oh, is it 6-0?
Hoodwink-esque. Yeah, I think he's went quite full strength. I think Monkey's team is better than that, but... And somebody get sent off. Was that for Simo? It was.
He's got like a +10 on rating on everyone there, like compared to Simo, which is... Yeah.
He's went for Park Gabus and he's a 4-1, 4-1. If the Craig Levine 4-6-0, Simo would have been going for a 4-6-0, wouldn't he?
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, Monkey's got some good teams.
Yeah.
He's got some.
This is the Funky Monkey outfit. Come on, score real goals. Oh, this could be nice. A wee free kick. Go on. That was alright.
7.
Only because I'm away from home. Of course, Simon, of course. That home advantage. I suppose, where's your team based? Is it Serbia? Good home crowd there. Could have made a difference. Throw some flares on the pitch or something.
I think at that stage you need to get the game abandoned, to be fair, but that's another point.
That was nice. Yeah, fair. I did a fair amount of shopping, a fair amount of hunting in this pre-season.
That was the Disney dollars, Quinny, wasn't it? The old Disney dollars, big double D.
Disney dollars were brilliant, by the way. God bless Disney. Don't hear many folks saying that. And we've got Toby. Oh, nice wee 3-2 win for Toby, by the way, against Calvo. What league are they in?
That's
Spark.
my group, Quinny. That's my group.
Oh, this is your group?
Yeah.
Oh, you should be alright. These two teams should... Oh, in saying that, Toby won the cup last year.
Yeah.
Toby's got some players. Yeah.
Oh.
Ice team as well. So see Ice versus Ice for you. See if you can pull it off.
Yeah.
Maybe one of these teams can do you a favour against Jimbo.
Yeah, preferably get a 1-1 or something like that.
Needs to be header from a corner there. For Philippe Perry. 3-2. So this is a tight game, by the way. Strike it. Hit it. Oh, keeper, what you doing, Jalal? Oh, Jalal, he looks happy there, but he's not going to be happy after the game when Toby gets a hold of him. I'll tell you that.
Go for some more beer, Quinny.
Yeah, go for it. One thing I like about how we've put this tournament together is it is like teams of all different levels. Whereas with the Rivals Cup and all the rest of it, like although it's competitive and it's good, it's balanced. This has got a wee bit more of that maybe Copa Libertadores vibe to it, you know?
Yeah.
Who's from Bolivia and who's from Colombia against the Brazilians and Argentinians kind of vibe, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice ball, by the way. Took his time to finish, but at least he finished. 3-2, tight game. Good points for Toby. Toby, you might knock out McBride. Imagine that.
It seemed a strong group, that.
Yeah. So we've only got like 2 groups to maybe look at now. So let's have a wee glance. Oh, it's only been 1 game, but yeah, Dunn and Tatos. A draw there. That's quite open. McBride's group. Why, McBride's at the bottom. The 2 better teams in Group 5 duking it out. Me versus Hoodwink. That's who it is. Hoodwink might beat me. Hoodwink's got a good team.
Yeah.
80 strikers and all that. I don't think we've seen some of these other ones. So What did we do? We've got Calva. Oh, Calva drew 2 each in the opening game. Calva, one of the favourites for the tournament, by the way,
Wow.
against Odense Oblivion, a bronze team. So I think this is bronze on bronze. The bronze on iron. So Calva punching above his weight, kind of here, but really strong team when you look at the ratings there. This team's, this
It's
was
a
probably,
funky formation, isn't it?
3-5-2 and
Yeah.
the diamond. I like the diamond myself.
I've just set up a similar. It wasn't a diamond. It was a 4-3-1-2. I've set up as like a
Nice.
basically a diamond but no DM.
One of the teams that won one of the better teams in my league played that formation. They were really good with it.
I've just set it up as a backup for now. I'm playing 4-3-3.
Nice goal there from Alexis.
Got testing it out, I think, the next day or two.
Aye, I've got like one formation completely tested and ironed out. I need to get work on a second or something quite soon, but
Yeah, I was listening to the monkey, and he was kind of saying like, I think he said like one of the most important things is like have a backup formation, and like because certain formations work better against different formations, sort of thing.
Yeah.
aye. I seen McBride and a Fred saying something similar as well today, or yesterday, perhaps.
Yeah. Yeah, if you just do the same like formation all season, like I don't think you'll do that well, to be honest. Like unless you've got like a team that's like a couple of clicks better than guys on average, but I think you've got to have a think about like how the other guy plays and what works well against other teams. Maybe take a bit of time to learn that, but you can go in and see the results and you can see the formations.
Yeah, so do you kind of say you've got a game that you know is kind of going to be close or like top of the table? Do you kind of do a bit of scouting on how he's been playing, sort of thing?
I do that for every game.
Really? Wow.
Well, not like, I mean, it doesn't take like that long. I'm not going to
Yeah.
throw stats and stuff, but like if you go in and you look at like basically who you're playing against and like have a quick look and see what formation, because some guys like just do the same formation all season. So you look at it and you just think this guy never changes his formation, and then you can try and work it out. Some guys are quite clever and they sort of change their formations all the time and all that sort of stuff. But sometimes if like somebody's doing really well, I just look back through and see like who beat them and what they did. Like you can't see the individual player instructions, but just like what formation did they play?
You can see who's like played well and stuff, can't you? Like the man of the match sort of thing. So you can see where he's getting most of their joy.
Yeah.
Just want to add a wee footnote into here, guys. I don't want to interrupt you at all. What a comeback from Jay Fraz, by the way. 2-0 down, and I think the rest of the goals are his. So GG's to you, buddy.
Oofed.
Comeback of the night.
I like what you said about the Eagles in Brazil badge.
Yeah, did you? Did you catch that, McBride?
It's a belt on it.
But wait till you see it. Well, this is like a McBride screenshot of a logo.
That's them making it on Photoshop or something. And
I can exclusively reveal the Eagles in Brazil asked McBride to make the badge for this team, and I charged them absolutely nothing.
5 shillings.
What's this like? What's what was the Real Madrid phrase for the come? Was it remontada or something like that?
Something like that.
Yeah, remontada.
Remontada.
Oh. Jay Fraz back to 2-2. We're spinning around the living room when that happened. And then I also thought, no, it's not Jay Fraz, it's Milkman. But I thought maybe it's because they're in the Brazilian favelas. Maybe that's how they screenshot there. You know.
The thing that strikes me as well, Quinny, like look at the amount of time we've actually made, like just actually doing like content and everything here tonight. Like one of the really good things about MFL is just like really quite good for. I'm shy at doing live stuff, but it's good to watch stuff live or whatever. You know, I know obviously sometimes you get games, but it's the actual game that you're watching live, and like you can have a laugh with it. So.
Well, it's Blancos. I think this is one of the strongest teams in the comp as well, from memory.
Well said. Really good manager.
Oh, I said this in the chat, actually, isn't it? It says here. I like his badge as well. It's like Lego Men.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good badge, that.
Said's thought about that one, isn't he?
From proper... Oh, that's a shout for goal of the night, isn't it? Brophy. Hugh Brophy. Irish. Love that. 61 shooting. Look at this. Pick it out, by the way. We replay on that one. Stat makes it even more impressive. Boom! On the volley.
Is that a false 9 he's playing?
No, that guy's playing right mid.
Sorry,
he's playing
the formation.
He's playing a CF. Yeah, CF.
Yeah, wow. Interesting. You don't get many CFs, do you?
Nah, there's not many of them. But I've seen people. I've found, by the way, the people that play CF, their wingers are goal scorers. You know,
Yeah.
like you. It's definitely a dynamic that comes into play there.
You find that most like centre forwards are like actually quite low in shooting stats. So like,
Yep.
there's a lot of them. They're like 50 and 60 for shooting them. Like, I don't want to buy them, but I think it's one of those like where they're almost like creating for the other two guys, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's or not, as the case maybe.
I tried out a centre forward tonight, and I had like a striker and a CF behind him.
Mm-hmm.
The CF got the goal, funnily enough, with terrible shooting stat. Coltrane's against the Latin ass lovers, which is definitely my favourite entry that we got into this.
Oh,
like what? Well, it says Latinas there, but when you look at the way he spelled the team,
Latinus.
so
I might go buy that. That's quite cool.
There was great banter on the timeline after it. I tweeted it out. Definitely my favourite entry that I got just for
sale.
Utterly unique, you know. But yeah, he took on Coltrane tonight. Sadly, Coltrane didn't get the result. But Coltrane knew he was coming into this punching above his station a wee bit. 80 rated striker with the captain's armband. It's always going to be a tall order. One each, but first half, the home fans would have been happy with that, keeping the Latin ass lovers at bay for the first half.
Is that a bit of capucci for the Latinx lovers?
Yeah, it is, by the way, capucci. Oh no, it's not. There's goals right at the end. Sorry, that booking discoloured the card for me there. What a
I
spot,
really need
McBride.
to grow up, but that is funny.
He's done it. That's not an accident.
So there's a guy who's got a team and he just signs everybody called Wang.
But I love that.
He's got a full team of Wangs.
And cares.
Just like, it's like, I'm buying your Wangs. They're all like 50 rated and stuff. And the guy gives like no fucks given. He's just like, I'm buying everybody called Wang. It's mental.
This was shown as live, but the game should be done. 5-0 to the Jacobites. Well done to you. They're in Iron, and they took on... That's a Spark team, isn't it? Yeah. Did they go full hoodwink on us? I think he might have. Started to shift off with an OG. It's like, have you seen that movie, Wreck-It Ralph?
I think so. A long time ago.
I've seen it about 10 times. I love it. Have you seen it? Kids
No,
in
I've
that.
not
Wreck-It
seen
Ralph?
it.
No. Like the baddie in it is like, I don't want to spoil it for anyone out there who's not watched it.
I think
Right,
it's
but
been out about 15 years, so
Me,
you should be
so I
alright.
watched it.
don't want to spoil it because it's a classic, right? But the baddie, they talk about him going turbo, and that's like the phrase, like, oh, if someone turns bad, it's like going turbo, and that's like for this cup, it's going hoodwink, isn't it? It's just going rogue, just like playing a Spark team and playing their full strength lineup on them, going hoodwink, turbo hoodwink. Wreck-It Ralph's got first one's a belter. Nice goal there as well. On the subject of kids' movies, any seen Big Hero 6?
I think so.
Nah.
I challenge you to watch it, McBride, and not cry.
Yeah. Can I tell you what was it? I cried at one of the Toy Stories. Was it Toy Story 3?
Aye, 3 or 4 is
One-
pure emotional at the
Yeah,
end.
the one where they're going to the like, and they're all getting killed and stuff like that. Like, I cried at that one. Aye. So,
Hoodwink going turbo, that's it. You know it, Shane. You know what I'm talking about. He's going turbo on us. That was a great first match day, by the way. A lot of these groups, like, of course, this group's probably sewing up maybe with Latin-ass lovers and the team that just won their 5-0 or whatever. The rest of these groups, with a wee draw here and there, some points on the board, anything could happen with a free game group. So all still to play for.
Quinny, I've got some live news in.
Let's hear it.
Would your Barcelona get into the cap 800?
Into my comp, 850.
No, but if I've got a comp for you, would you get into the cap 800?
I could, yeah.
Yeah, all right, cool. Just going to
I think
send you a link.
Nice.
We're going to Spain.
We'll go to Spain.
Yeah, we're going to Spain, yeah. Yeah, I'll send it to you. We're branching out. We're going to Spain. Barcelona's going to Spain. I'll send you the link and the password. Yeah. We're getting into the Spanish community, so we'll need to brush up on our Estrella drinking and stuff.
I thought you were going to say your Spanish language and then you go, Estrella drinking.
Como estas, bitches?
Yeah, so Mendes, obviously I'm his best client because he's the few improvers and I've just been giving him loads of money for them. So I sent me a wee message. It was really nice and said we're having a invitational. Would you like to join? So he's giving me an invite. So get yourself in, Quinny boy.
I'm in.
Yes. We're taking over the world. Could be done. It's good fun, this, isn't it? It's like pre-season as well, and it's like
great pre-season fun, great crack. And I was doing a lot of friendlies, and I felt like I was missing one. I kind of felt I was missing something. I was heavily regretting letting Nasser go out on loan, and I was like so tempted to request cancel contracts like for the last 2 days. But with a wee influx of Disney dollars in the last day, I went and got a wee guy just to push me over the edge for 70 quid or something. Prime age midfielder. I've been picking a few prime agers up, and it feels like the missing piece. Feels like I'm kicking and screaming now.
See,
the amount of guys I've got, by the way, that have got less than 70 shooting. Sorry, Charlie, but see, like wingers and midfielders that have got under 70 shooting that keep missing sitters. It's definitely a theme I've noticed. So I wanted a guy who's a bit better than all the rest of it. But I think I'm definitely done with business.
Did you pay $70 for a guy who's 29?
Aye. How?
This Disney has got a lot to fucking answer from, honestly. I've got a guy who's 25 and consider selling him because I think he's too old. Anyway, you're doing my nut in there. Anyway, it's fine. Moving on.
The number one thing is getting promoted, mate, now. When we're not in the division we want to be in. We need prime age, we need success now. We need to get promoted, so when Hamid Nasser comes back as a Lego or a legend or whatever, we're in a higher division ready for him.
What if he does a Tony Cruz? What if he comes in next season? Say, Quinny, thanks for spending your Disney dollars there. That was really nice, mate. But I'm retiring in
3 years. Seasons. So I've got 4. I'll have 4 out of a minimum.
Yeah, but that's like 5 minutes in MFL. That's like August or something. That's like September. Anyway.
I'll be a hero. I think the average age of my signings have all been like 28, by the way. 27, 29, around there. Like this transfer window, anyway.
How long do seasons actually last? Because I've got it in
6
my
weeks.
head, right, that if you've got a guy who's 20, that you've got about a year, but it's not really, is it? Because obviously you've got the transfer windows and everything, so it's really like...
The way I think of it is 9 years a year, roughly.
Right.
Is about the age.
So
why 6 week season?
Yeah.
Why did you pay $70 for a guy who's 29 then?
It's his stats, mate. With 4 seasons, I'll happily, mate, Disney dollars. I'll just £9 a season.
Even if he was to retire, you've got essentially 6 real life months.
Yeah.
To, you know what I mean? Play over and
Chucking about the Disney dollars. I don't care about anybody that's get 2 years left. I'm just going to buy this guy just now. Disney have
paid 4, at least 4, maybe 5, maybe 6. You don't know. Don't know what that longevity stat is, McBride.
Yeah. I think a lot of people will, like you kind of said jokingly, like I was thinking about selling someone at 25, but like I think people will start to sell people at like 28, and then you might find out in actually like real life 6 months time, hang on, they're still playing at 35.
You know what I mean? Quinny will be like, yes, this is absolutely brilliant.
So for quality, mate, I don't mind it.
I know. No, that's fair enough. I get your point. Obviously, like you get a bit of a discount on the overall rating, don't you? So you see like the
discount's massive.
The overall rating, you filter and you think, oh, what a guy who's a bit younger and you filter in, there's like nobody, and then like it's like, and then eventually you get somebody that you really want. So
I got this guy for 50, I want to say 39. I beg your pardon. And see, when I changed it to like 68 for dribbling rather than 70 plus or whatever, like the price, like even when I did it for this, the closest person to him price wise was like 75, which is almost double. And the difference, like, yeah, so it can be quite sensitive, you know. Like I've had a lot of fun doing that kind of thing, finding a wee guy like him that's just like, oh, because the dribbling's a wee bit lower, it's like half the price of everyone else.
Yeah, I was like that. I was looking for strikers, and I was doing like kind of like a blanket of like 60 pace, 60 shooting, 60 physical. And then like if you just knock one of them down instead of 60 to like 58, the price comes like way down and there's way more options, and you can even lower the age by a year or two and get them kind of the same player for it.
I've not really been putting age filters on for the most part. I just kind of look at the age of the guy and think
that was what I was going to say. I've actually been trying to get everyone like 24 or lower.
Good.
Which is just, I think I've only got like one or two people over 24, I think. Which is, I don't really know why I've done it, but I don't know. Yeah.
I think it's good as well to think about having a few guys that can move up a level with you as well.
Yeah, and I think it also kind of gives them a sell-on value as well, doesn't it? Like, say if I've got them for 2 years and they turn out being really good, no one's going to turn their nose up buying like a 26-year-old, whereas if they were like 29, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. More than one way to skin the cat, McBride.
Obviously, you've got to pay wage. Like,
I know.
If you're buying someone like the same stats, you can almost pay half of the price if they're like 28 compared to 24, which is it's a difficult one, but definitely, as you said, a few different ways to skin the cat.
Yeah, I think if you're putting like loads of money in to build your agency and stuff, like obviously you want to get as many years as possible. But if you're just like looking to improve a position, then that's like totally different, you know. Like, so if you want to build a couple of teams, you don't want to like put in like $500 and then like 5 months later you've got like no players left or whatever, you know. Like so when I came in, I was like went full sort of football manager mode, like Wonder Kids FC, and I've probably overpaid for a few guys, like, but we'll see like how far it sort of works out. Because Quinny, I don't want to spoil your video because I haven't seen it obviously, but one of the things in the white paper is like they give you an example of progression and they give you an example of potential, but it's based on a 24-year-old.
Yeah.
So it's like we're not giving you the information for younger guys. And
well, there is an example of a 20-year-old. There's an example of a 6. There's a few charts that they all show something kind of different, but there's no clear. There's no like example on it where it's like for everyone it will be something like this. It's like here's an example.
This is how
here
it kind
and
of
there.
works. Yeah, sort of thing.
Yeah. So it's like the one thing that got me was like the younger you come in, the bigger the difference is between the actual ability and the potential ability. So
that's a big thing I highlighted. It's quite at the top of the white paper, that bit. It's a good thing. It was good to start. The order of the white paper was very good for the video structure. But when you see that, that's quite sobering when you think about how much people put into, Trust the Process was here earlier. I don't know if he's still here, but like progression is everything. But when you see the actual percentages of like how much wiggle people probably have out there, not everyone's got mad numbers in them, you know.
Yeah.
No.
So like BR4 here has got a 75 CF in Spark, which is mad. He's 29 and he's going to hopefully take him from Spark, Ice and Stone, I think it says here. Iron. So he wants to get promoted into Iron with it. Maybe run it 9, I suppose at 75. Vardy, yeah, that's it. Love that example.
Yeah.
Is it Jamie Vardy? Has he signed a new deal with you already? Is that what's happened?
I'd be signed with Celtic.
I said that as soon as I seen that tweet. Links to Celtic will begin in 5, 4. You just fucking know it, man. Like, Champions League football, win some more titles.
I'm surprised he's left, I'll be honest.
Because I think like he's done his time, man. No two ways about it.
Yeah, but like for him to leave, it's kind of got to be for he either wants a big payday or he wants to start every game, sort of thing. Because last time they win the championship, he was kind of like rotate. He was like playing every other game, sort of thing, in and out. But yeah, you would only think he has maybe a year, 2 years of his career left. So I think for him to leave, he would want to. I think it kind of would be someone like a Celtic or someone. I saw someone like suggest like Wrexham or someone like that. I think it's going to be that kind of move, maybe.
I could see him playing for like fucking Rayo Vallecano or something like that. Just to be in Spain or Italy, just to go and like do the abroad thing and just not giving a fuck about the level of the team, like Cagliari or something, or Como, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be interesting. I think even for SF5, like if he could land somewhere where he's like scoring every week, sort of thing, at a certain level.
It'd be frightening in MLS, but I don't know if he's up for that. I know he's got an American team that he owns, but I don't know if he's career-wise going to do that.
It doesn't scream MLS to me, personally.
Yeah.
I don't really know why, but...
Aye. Mrs. Vardy, of course. We need to remember Mrs. Vardy's in the equation here.
Yeah.
I don't think the Wrexham thing's likely unless they're in the Championship. I think he's kind of done English football. If he was going to play for anyone else in England, I think he'd have went to Arsenal after they won the league or whatever it was, because he was right close to a decent move back then.
That seemed close, didn't it? Yeah.
And if he turned his back on that, he's not going to go fucking play for Ryan Reynolds now, I don't think, But I say, like, Rayo or Mallorca or, like, say it again.
I think he's like 39, isn't he?
He's not 39, is he?
I'm sure, like...
I know he's old, but I'd have said, like, 34, 35.
38. Yeah.
Wowzers. Yeah, maybe he's not moving to Mallorca. Oh, Mallorca would maybe take him, by the way.
I don't know.
Mallorca, Celtic.
Like, he can't... even think, like, could he do 2 years? You know what I mean? Like, anywhere. Could he do 2 years? Could he play it was 40?
I think he could.
Yeah.
Japan, for sure.
Like, the thing I think is, like, it would have to be, like, significant from a leave, or, like, you just kind of stay there for another year, wouldn't you, and call it?
He's not a one-club man, but actually, he has came from other places.
But he's been, I think he's been there 13 years, he was there for, so...
Wow.
Yeah.
That's some shift, man. Fair play to him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's got a wee bit of that. I was thinking about it when I seen his statement. Do you remember that guy? Oh, crap, his name just fell out. Di Natale. Guy who played for Udinese for ages, and he was like quality, never really, he's got proper, like, that Leicester career he's made, he's got proper, like, Di Natale vibes, I think, in terms of, like, how people will remember him, and obviously he's won the Cup and the league and did well enough in Europe for the team he was at. But I think he'll probably, I think he'll want another chapter in his book, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think he said in the statement, like, I'm leaving, but, like, I'm definitely not retiring. This is, like, I want... Like, he's sort of saying, like, I'm hungry for something else, sort of thing. Yeah,
Schmeichel will be on the phone to him saying, come to Celtic and be the man top of the league and live your best life.
I mean, it seems like one of the more possible ones, doesn't it? Really?
Yeah. It's very Celtic-y.
It is, isn't it?
Brendan's address book, free transfer, English Premier League,
He'd sell shirts, definitely.
Yeah, maybe sell a few shirts, aye. Yeah. Maybe another one of the Premier League winners up here after
Schlupp.
Right. Schlupp as well. I think there was somebody else, but maybe I was tripping. I think I was thinking Kolo Toure, but he didn't play for Leicester, obviously.
He's getting the full band back together, isn't he, Brendan?
He loves doing that kind of thing. For sure. I mentioned this on a few wee bits of content, McBride. I don't know if you caught it, but I applied for that first team analysis job with Celtic. Yeah. I'm definitely not going to get it, but I applied for it for fun. Yeah, why not? Just why not, eh?
You look at some of the signings and I think, why not? Yeah,
maybe.
That would be cool.
Morgan.
You could actually like just message us and say, buy this guy in Sorare. What odds? I've just fucked up your job application.
I would never do that, McBride. I would never do that.
I know you. And if
the job description clearly says discretion is required in the role, so of course I would never go against the job description, McBride.
I would never go and buy that guy in Sorare if you told me he was signed for Celtic. Never do that, honestly.
Never. Yeah, I think with Vardy, if he did go to Celtic, it's all about medals and a wee shot at the Champions League. And like Schmeichel said it about when he came here, like he wanted a part of his career where he was like at a top dog team, being the man, after the career he's had.
It does kind of like tick boxes for like older players, doesn't it? Like it
Yeah.
kind of does. You're playing Champions League, you're probably going to be winning the league, you're going to be winning the cup. Yeah.
Have that experience of being like the Man City in the equation.
Yeah, it's not going to be a Rio Ferdinand where you've been winning for years and then you go to QPR and you've just completely ruined your legacy.
That was an absolute washout, wasn't it, man?
Oh, yeah.
He didn't play after QPR, did he? Chucked it out. I know he had personal stuff going on in the background, like his wife and shit, but yeah, he was washed after. Didn't play for anyone, I don't think. Which is a shame because Rio was really good, like really good.
I kind of disagree with what BR4 saying. Like before Schmeichel went to Celtic, he kind of looked a bit done, didn't he?
He kicked out an East and then playing at Anderlecht.
So yeah, I think like Vardy's still like at a good level when he comes on. He doesn't look
top
like
championship bottom end Premier League.
It's not like he's been sat on a bench or sat in an injury table for a year, sort of thing. But yeah, I think he could definitely still kick it about. I think even like you wouldn't even like he'd be alright at like one of the championship clubs coming up. You know what I mean? Like you wouldn't think he'd look out of place anywhere, sort of thing. Obviously, he's not going to.
Yeah. Aye, valuable role model type as well. I can see MLS going for him. Saudi, I guess you could play in Saudi if you're Jamie Vardy till Ronaldo retires, really, because like if he's still doing it, then really won't be stopping Vardy by all accounts.
Yeah.
Against some of the Saudi teams are pretty punchy, on paper. I don't think Vardy would have his way with some of those defenders.
Yeah.
But you get a contract there as well, so like
juicy.
I feel like Celtic's not going to pay those sort of wages, but yeah, you never know. It might just be interesting going win something or stay in the UK. Like one of those guys like thinks too much for. I would do well in Scotland.
He would do well in Scotland. Plenty of days off up here. Especially he's rotating with Dies and Anita. If he wouldn't play every week for us, he would be a rotation player.
Yeah, Maeda would be playing and him and Ida would be out in the nightclub. Like it's like we get a day off, yes. Dyson will play on Sunday, it's fine, a few shots in.
Would Man United sign Jamie Vardy on a Michael Owen throwback deal?
He's a better player.
Are you seeing who they're apparently close to signing? Not Cunha.
Not Cunha.
Freddie Woodman.
Who?
Freddie Woodman. He's a Preston North End keeper. He used to play for Newcastle.
Cool.
It's pretty bad.
Oh, is he bad?
Yeah, it's not great. Well, we bombed him out.
Better than Onana? Maybe.
I mean, he's probably not going to chuck as many in his own net, but yeah, he's not great. Yeah, we had one.
Anything's better than Onana, yeah, probably. Been an interesting one. And again, like Charlie, you'll definitely know this, but I've been saying Cunha would fix Man United's problems for about 3 years, I think, at this point. So I need to find some clips for the summer. Splash them out.
Yeah, I mean, from a non-Man United perspective, I hope it all comes crashing down and it goes really wrong.
Yeah, of course. We don't want Man United to do well, of course, but
yeah, I don't know. I think his off-field or on-field as well antics over the past few months probably put a few teams off from punching and kicking everyone, and then the stuff he's been doing on Instagram and whatever. But
I don't worry about that kind of stuff, especially if you're Man United. They kind of need character back.
But like he's obviously linked to Newcastle as well. That was the other link, and it's like from Newcastle's perspective, we've got like a really selled.
Like everyone's really screwed on, aren't they?
Yeah, like you kind of don't want that kind of character coming in, sort of thing. Whereas like Man United just don't give a fuck. They love that kind of shit, don't they?
Yeah, they need a wee bit of the Roy Keanes back in them as well. But no, I think he would do great for Newcastle. But I think he's like an Isak replacement, and you don't want to think about buying Cunha. You don't want to think about selling Isak.
Yeah, I don't think Isak goes, to be honest.
Well, that's the thing about winning that cup is, does that galvanise the squad, or does that let the door open for one or two of them?
I think everyone stays if we get Champions League, personally, and I don't think that's me being biased. I genuinely think everyone stays if we get Champions League.
Yeah,
even Murphy. What are you laughing for?
Right. Yeah, we've been heavily linked to Delap this week as like a
Ooh,
backup to Isaac.
that'd be fun.
Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? So yeah,
I think he's got a kind of 30 million clause or something because he's
yeah,
been
they
relegated.
want to get relegated. Yeah,
Yeah.
so, yeah.
I think you're right. Like, obviously, like, see if you get in the Champions League, like, it makes a huge difference.
And I saw someone say on Twitter, like, if you look at the like the way Eddie Howe's like progressed all the English players from our squad and got them in the national team, like Dan Burn, Anthony Gordon, Livramento, Hall. Like, if you were a young English player, you kind of like, maybe I'm biased, but it seems a no-brainer personally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good core of a squad there he's building. That's one of the things when we've obviously been covering Newcastle on the channel like last season or the season before. Like that Hall and Livramento double signing was a big outlay. And you can tell it was like
a lot of money. Yeah.
It was bad timing kind of. She needed some other bits and bobs and it was a lot of money against these guys, but they're like in the building now, aren't they? And
yeah. Like we paid 30 million for Hall and he sat on the bench all season for like full season. Couldn't get a game. Yeah, it seems to work out.
And Bueno to be your main target, says Graham. Charlie Boy.
Yeah, there's a lot of links to him, Bueno. But see how that
And Bueno, I know he's been great and stuff, but he just feels like one of these guys like that leaves Brentford in his pish.
I agree. Yeah, that's it. Does seem that way, doesn't it? I think it's.
It just feels like that guy.
Yeah.
There's nothing
like,
that I've seen that makes you think that, but it just feels like it, doesn't it?
I feel like with these Moneyball teams like Brentford and Brighton, they're kind of it's almost like they prop up their players to look unbelievable, and then as soon as they go, they're like, then they're out the system. They don't look as, you know what I mean.
I seen that Arsenal and I can't remember who else it was. It might even been Newcastle, by the way. But Nkunku he's like done with Chelsea, and I think no, it might have been Bayern Munich and Arsenal. But I seen two like decent teams were after him. I thought Nkunku to Arsenal sounds amazing. And see what you're talking about with that.
Yeah,
like Nkunku has not been played the way he should be played at Chelsea, and there's been a million players that went to Chelsea and that's happened to Kai Havertz and a bunch of others.
That's the thing is Nkunku or Werner. That's the thing. I know he's probably better than him, but like definitely Werner better. Looked like a world beater coming from Leipzig, didn't he? And then,
he looked like he should have been a lot better. But again, like Werner is very specific. I think Ange almost got him in the right spot, but he
and then he
kind
of
like if he scored it, he had the chances to be a guy.
It was about a click, and then it all came crashing down, didn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Chelsea, that never really happened. Yeah. He was just playing left mid and just running cross. But I think Nkunku at Arsenal, like if you look at what Marino's doing in that number 9 position, like Nkunku could do that shit and better.
Yeah. I think they'll go for Gyökeres, to be honest.
I've just seen they've just signed that guy from Atletico Madrid to do their transfers. I think he's high on Gyökeres, isn't he? Berta or something, Andrea Berta, I want to say.
I just think that, like, I think they'll want the league next year, and I think they need like someone who's going to score 25 goals.
Pardon the expression, but they need their Van Persie kind of signing.
Yeah,
that guy that just comes in and just
like everyone's saying that you don't win a league with that striker position, whatever they're trying. You just don't. It just doesn't happen.
Yeah, Havertz and Marino.
Yeah, it just doesn't happen. Come on, like Trossard, like it's not going to win you a league.
Havertz won a Champions League with Chelsea.
Yeah.
Well,
I like Havertz, but like I really like Havertz, but he's just I don't know. He's just, like he's not a striker. He's just not a striker, is
he? Yeah.
False nine.
City will be interesting as well come the summer because like there needs to be a lot of business done by Pep.
Yeah.
Really old, slow squad for the most part.
But yeah, they've done a lot of business in January, and that you'd think that kind of halfway does their business, even though he seems to have bombed out Kusanov.
Yeah, it's a weird one, that isn't it?
By the way, what Mini-Me's saying there, if you've watched Anthony at Betis, you'll realise it's probably worth the 75 million. He looks unreal.
Atletico Madrid want him. Jesus wept, man.
Yeah, that's bad. But yeah, I slated him the full season, Anthony, and I've watched him for Betis a few times. He looks really good.
That's another good example, but as well, of like some guys like in the right place or the right league. Like Man United is probably the worst Premier League team you could go to, really, for big money if you're a high caliber player.
Career. Like genuinely.
But would he have done better at Arsenal or Chelsea or something? I don't really know if he would have personally. I just don't know if he's Prem. And it's not
Yeah,
that the
I agree.
Prem's too high for him, but
Just doesn't suit him, does it?
yeah, like Spain's a bit more like the cult, the
Yeah.
temperature and all that. It's maybe a bit more conducive for Brazilian players.
I
That
think
kind of
it's,
thing as well.
especially when a lot of people like shop in the Eredivisie and Ajax, and it just doesn't seem to translate at all. Like
Yeah.
you look at the amount of like Martinez. I don't rate Martinez personally in the centre back. You've what's the DM called? It's the one that went to
Ugarte,
West Ham.
Casemiro. Oh,
Alvarez.
Alvarez. Yeah.
Kudus has been all right, but like the amount of the money they've spent on people from Ajax, and it doesn't really translate. It almost feels like they kind of need that move to La Liga and then move to Prem sort of thing. Yeah.
Then the Prem get caught with their pants down, paying.
Yeah.
I know they paid mad money for Anthony anyway, but like they normally pay that money from
Yeah.
somewhere else in Spain, and then it's like, oh, why didn't you buy them from Ajax?
Yeah.
So
Or
yeah,
80 million.
Yeah.
Wild.
Aye. I think a big part of it as well, but is people just get swept away with like, oh, buy this guy from Ajax, he's doing great. And it's not like like we spoke about already, people fitting in is like, is this the guy we actually want or need for this team?
Yeah.
I think Berardi lost that decisive, by the way. Friday night curse is in effect. Sitting on a 52, he was on a 73 earlier.
Oh dear.
81 minutes played. Come on, wee man. Get the thing
Who's
ready.
that?
Getting beat 2-1.
Quisson's got a wee decisive earlier, that's cool. I don't think I've had anything else run. Quisson's for the decisive. Go on, my man.
Is that you linking us into Sorare there, Quinny? I like it, you're a pro.
Cheers, man. I'll try my best. I keep getting these wee free packs. I've not really been keeping a track of these common cards. How have you found playing
The
about
free
with
packs
commons?
are good, by the way. Like they're better than most of the packs. Like the ones you get every day, they're really good. Yeah,
Aye.
I put a team in this week. I think was it a Prem team? I think it was a Prem team. I'm trying to keep it Prem, to be honest. Yeah, I've been quite enjoying it. It's kind of difficult to fully say because we've not had a game week in it, so we kind of don't know how it fleshes out. But it's kind of good. I like the burning, like pardon the better
It's
like
fun,
that
isn't it?
expression, but yeah, I like just bombing loads of players out and getting a new pack.
Quinny, do you
Can
think,
almost do that.
obviously with the AMA and stuff, like this is like some of the, like putting that in your mind, we're going to have some sort of burn feature or...
I don't think I'll do this with real cards.
I don't either.
No?
Unless you're not really burning them, but you're donating them to the packs. Like if
Oh.
everyone just throws them all in there, but then the packs are all just full of crap anyway, But I don't.
Right. So
just
there's
yet.
two things, like I don't play the other American sports, but this thing where you put something in a vault or something, like where, right, so you lock them out and then with this like arena thing as well, like you spend your essence, but like I think like all the essence isn't given out. I don't know if it's going to the overall like the boosts or whether or not there's like a rake where some of the essence goes back out of the system. Scott Carson. That guy's won a lot of trophies, by the way.
Aye. Air quotes.
Sessingun's alright. I've got it.
Yes, it is.
Got my rare. By the way, it really bothers me how you open your packs. It's
Me?
like, yeah. You
How?
can like rip them at the top.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, so buy now and then just rip along the top.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Fun. Oh, Charizard. Hey! Tiny Olmo. That's a good one. I'll take that.
Yeah.
That was worth it. That was worth that wee bit of churn, I think.
It's a bit of fun, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that is kind of what it is at the moment. I'm hoping, like, it seems like what they're going to do. Many people will whinging a bit about the rewards, but like I'd like to see the experiences in the trips that they were kind of giving away in the best of Europe put into this.
Ooh.
instead of like personally, I'm not bothered about winning 20 limited essence in the common mode. I'd rather like have a carrot dangle sort of thing of actually winning something quite cool, or like winning jerseys or winning caps or winning hoodies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rather than a bit of limited essence that probably isn't going to do much for anyone.
Agreed. Tear it. Ooh. 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 The magic of NFTs, eh? The packet can be resealed. Classic. But this is an alright wee pack. Charizard. Oh.
But we know they can do packs now. Do you think maybe they could go up scarcities packs? What do you
I
feel
could
about
see them
that?
doing limited packs because there's just so many limiteds, you know?
Instead of going to your essence factory, maybe you spend 250 essence on 3 players
Or a
sort of thing.
pack. Yeah.
like a
Three
pack.
player pack or something.
Yeah.
A reward pack.
Yeah.
Like they call it an MFL. You know? Spend your MFL on reward packs.
Yeah.
Or keep your balance and wait for next season's MFL. Aye. Yeah, it was alright. Wee bit of fun with the packs and that. I played it midweek. I'm not too bored about the mode. The mode doesn't really do anything for me. I know people were kind of moaning about how like there's nothing to win in it, and I think that's what stops me being like, oh cool, well
I agree.
I'll do a series on it or something, do some content on it. Because if there's not even like that top 10 like limited tier 3s or something like that, you know, something. It is pretty, and I know it's not for us and all that caper, but I don't know.
Yeah, I
a
also
podium,
think,
a top 10,
yeah.
something, man.
How long's it been out? 2 days?
Yeah.
How much have you spent on it? £1.
Pound die.
And look at the card you've got. Like in a month.
Me.
Yeah, but you've got a few good cards. You know what I mean? Like you've got a few goalkeepers. You've got Bass, almost like in a month. Is everyone going to have the best cards? And it's going to be, you know what I mean? That's what I'm worried about.
Just a little limited then.
Yeah, I think if they're trying to do this, like grinding open packs all the way up to the best players, like, is it going to be fun and engaging when they're quite easy to get and there's not really any reward for it? And I'm not saying there needs to be cash or loads of essence or cards given out, but yeah, like I'm kind of giving them the benefit of the doubt a bit because it is in beta and it's the end of the season. It seems to be this is a test for next season, but
yeah,
I think they will have to change something for next season, definitely.
When I did the unboxing for it, I kind of seen the natural setup for it, having the Best of Europe thing at the kind of like the head of the common game. But Best of Europe doesn't even really tie into it because you can just choose whoever you want still.
Yeah, see, I would guess Best of Europe's going to get binned at the end of the season.
Oh, I don't think so.
Really? Well, I don't see the point of having it. It is a bit confusing.
I think they really liked it for like, see those like push promotions where it's just like you could sign up and just play today.
Yeah.
With no cards, buy one card, here's a bonus. I don't think. I think that's a move they
But
like.
does the new game not do that also? You get given 5 cards. Maybe next season they just give you 10 cards to kick off.
Potentially, yeah. But like that, I don't know. I think they really enjoyed. I don't know how. I don't know the numbers. I don't know anything more than what I'm saying here. But I think that like that Champions League one, they did 2 for the Champions League, I think, haven't they? Where it's been like, you know, it was the first kind of introduction of rolling locks for us, and they put on like I think one was a big target and one, or both of them were big targets. In fact, just like there's 20 grand there, and it would be split between everyone. I think they like that ready to play, easy access element that that game has given them.
Yeah.
And yeah, maybe the commons, if you just gave them 10 cards, could do that, but it's not the same as pick whoever the fuck you want.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, the issue I see is they look the same. They're both common cards. It's like I don't see a massive point of having both of them. It is a
but
bit
then
confusing.
with this, like, yeah, I'm with you. I think maybe if it doesn't change too much from the versions we have now, the idea with this is like, because of the way the other common mode's structured, you kind of get the value on like, oh, if I have a wee Adiemi, then I know I like him, or I know he's worth, you know, blah blah blah, whatever. Maybe that's the limited that you buy, that good common card that you really want, or you have, or something, I don't know. And then you play it in this, and you try and get some credits.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I feel honestly, I feel both of them are almost half baked in the fact that like they kind of need another step or another, you know what I mean, something to really kick it on, sort of thing. But yeah, I'm not quite sure.
Just checking for some pencils there, because you never know when these wee edit modes come in sometimes. In case they were just sitting there, you know. How did you do with Celtic teams this weekend, McBride?
Well, it's not happened yet, so
Yeah, but like, how did you do with picking them out?
I just kind of went with the sort of cup semi-final lineup. So
You disagreed slightly on the lineup, didn't you?
I think like, I did a preview after the deadline show. I think the team McBride's went for has probably nailed it. I listened to Rodgers' press conference and he was very, like he always is, and when's he never not going to be, but he was very full of praise for Forrest. Forrest needs a goal and then he scored like 13 seasons in a row or some shit like that.
yeah,
So I think that's a big factor in it. It's the Adamida element of it, but again, for the preview show I did on Seltzer here, Ida's played Dundee United 2 out of the 3 games already. And so's Luke McCowan, which was a funny detail, by the way. He's played the 3 wee guy midfield against Dundee United twice this year. But I think, yeah, I think it is going to be Eden Forest. But before I did the preview show on Seltzer here, I thought it was going to be Quinn, Maeda, and Jota. But when I looked into it a bit more, I was like, Ida does play this team. He's bigging up Forest. And then Jota and Quinn off the bench in the second half is wild. Like, you know, for us.
I don't think like in the whole season like I didn't predict a five. I think I've had like 3 times 11 out of 11. So whatever. Like it's hard. It's hard. But the other thing with Celtic is that guys come off the bench as well. So like Jota and Kuhn come off the bench and they could still get an 80 or whatever. So like it's not a disaster or whatever, right? Like it's like but getting the defense is probably more important than getting the attackers. So
Fair. I kind of covered the bases in these ones. I put Forrest and Ida together in a limited in season, and then I put Kuhn and Jota together in a limited in season. And then like if one of them comes off, cool. If none of them come off, I've got my Idas everywhere else. It's kind of the way I went for it. My Idas everywhere except for a Berardi and a Jota for the rares. Strasbourg manager staying until 2028. Liam Rossinier doing a good job over there. Happy to be part of the Chelsea feeder group family. Maybe a future Chelsea manager when they've ran out of people to hire again, because that happens every kind of 4 years, doesn't it, for Chelsea?
Less than 4 years, isn't it?
Yeah, they go through recycles. It just went through every fucking manager under the sun. But I like Rossinier. I seen a wee clip of him at half time doing a team talk. It was on the timeline the other day.
I saw it. Yeah.
Good clip, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, he's getting all the kind of PR machine go through him now, isn't he? That like kind of Will still got like a year ago. Everyone.
Well, I really liked Rossinier when he was on the telly. Like before he got into coaching, he was a really good pundit. I liked listening to him. And then when he went into coaching, I was like, I'd happily see him do well, you know.
I didn't even use a pundit.
I was like doing. Who did he used to play for? Like Derby or something? I can't remember what game I seen him do, but I seen him like maybe twice in over the space of like a week or two on Sky. Like I'm going to say 4 years ago, and I thought I actually really like him because, again, just to sorry if this offends anyone, right? But you see on the TV all the time diversity hires, and he looks like like he's he looks like he'd be a box ticker, but he's actually like a guy that's not that. He's actually like a proper.
Yeah, you can tell he's really switched on, can't you? Like even
way better than Jamie Redknapp. Like way better than Jamie Redknapp. Levels above him, you know. He's a box ticker. Jamie Redknapp, by the way, big box ticker. Now at this point,
yeah, I think everyone's kind of just done with. Like everyone who's watching football is kind of just done with that kind of Jamie Redknapp, Gary Neville sort of same shite every week. On the Liverpool and United rubbish.
Neville's a little bit different. Neville's just too Man United centric, but outside of that, I don't mind listening to him on some stuff. So I think like with Neville, he'll still say something that no one else says on occasion that might be come from a genuine place or whatever. But Jamie Redknapp is just a soundbite merchant, just cliches, something that someone else they heard saying yesterday or last week, you know, and when they do try, sometimes I've noticed they try and force them into doing tactical analysis, and it's just Bambi on ice, man. You can tell someone else is doing it. Aye. I know he was kind of coach or manager at Derby around the Wayne Rooney time. Maybe he got the first team manager. I was more meaning where he played. Was he maybe a Fulham player? I can't remember what games I seen him like, punditing around. You know, but I say it was years ago, and I seen him. I thought he's actually a really good listen.
Did Hull sack him?
I think so. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Which is just mental. Thinking about that now, where he is and where they've fallen to is just.
I think he did well with them, but I think they're a basket case, aren't they? They not got a dodgy owner.
I'm sure they were like just outside. I think they missed. They were going to get playoffs and they just missed out, and they sacked them, and then they've just like they're like bottom 5 now.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's easily done in England, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Love the Barco thing. What Barco thing?
He
the centre mid.
Yeah.
Was there a clip for Barco?
No, yeah, there was a clip where he got man of the match and he gave him like 3 days off or something.
Nice.
So he came to the changing room sort of thing and did it.
Yeah.
It's good.
That's cool. Owner didn't like his football. Interesting. Yeah, confident young man, speaks well. Will still had a bit of Monday night football action. I was really keen to watch it, just to hear from him a bit. I seen one clip they put on the timeline. I've not went back to really watch, because they'll have it on the YouTube channel, won't they? The tactical segments from him.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's a bit of a hero to the Football Manager kids out there.
I find it interesting when current players / coaches do like Monday Night Football sort of thing. You kind of wouldn't like personally. I kind of wouldn't like what are they trying to get out of it. Yeah,
shop window.
That's what I think. Like, is he kind of touting himself for a prem move? Like, did you see the rumours of Daniel Farker apparently maybe getting sacked?
Ooh, there you go.
He's just got them promoted, and they're looking to they're kind of assessing their options, saying he was pretty awful at Norwich. Do we kind of just switch it up and get someone?
Watford were always good for that kind of thing, weren't they? Watford and somebody else get promoted, sack the guy, and then just go full. Did Nottingham Forest maybe do that as well? I can't remember who got them promoted.
No, I think.
They kept their guy.
Yeah,
Cooper, wasn't it?
Yeah, but they're thinking before the season even started. I don't think anyone's done it yet. Like sacked him. Like you got to kind of feel sorry for Farger, but like I don't rate him.
I think he's had enough time in the Prem where, you know, like if you're wearing your big boy pants, that's the move to make.
I mean, it took him 38 games to drop Meslier this season. And like, apparently the Leeds fans were raging it took that long. So they were, like, I think a lot of them are kind of like, if you can get a good replacement, it's not against it sort of thing.
I think when a lot of teams go up, they change players. So like, yeah. You change manager, like it's not that much a surprise, is it? Like I don't know, like it's definitely.
What about that Ipswich manager, by the way? Everybody was kind of high on. Yeah, because if Ipswich go down, he's not going down with them, is he?
I think he will. Yeah.
You think he will?
Yeah, I think he will. I don't. Yeah. Unless it's a big offer sort of thing, you know what I mean? But like
Tottenham.
Tottenham.
It's a very Tottenham appointment.
To go to Tottenham.
I don't think he would either, the Man United connection in that, but it's a very Tottenham appointment.
Nottingham Forest as well. Remember when they came up, they like everybody was slagging them because they were like they bought like 25 players or something, but it was just like we're in Spark, we've cleared everybody out. Now we're up to ice, right? You're all been fucked off for just bringing in all the ice players and like. It was wild, but they look where Nottingham Forest are now as well. It's wild, isn't it? Like, just totally just cleared everybody out and just say, "All right, thanks for getting us up. Your Championship players, we're bringing in Premier League players." And like,
I will say, I think people forget when they think about plucky old Nottingham Forest this season, but they spent hundreds of million when they came up, and they broke FFP and got points deducted for it. Like they've not just like spawned in. At 30, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think as well it's a pure risky strategy because we've seen famously
they almost went down.
that.
Like they really almost went down.
And if they do go down, the whole plan is in the bin.
Oh,
You know, because
yeah.
everyone's going to leave. All the repercussions of it all.
Yeah.
So they've just about pulled it off. You know, it's one of those. It's like the gambler at the roulette table. It's like one more spin. You know, one more spin. We can do it. We can make the money back.
Apparently, the Greek guy.
Aye, the Greek guy.
What is it? Was it Makanaros or something like that?
Marinakis is what I want to say.
Yeah.
Sounds like what the radio calls him.
That's right. Yeah. But like, apparently he's in there.
Look at like Luton, right? So Luton went up and they say, "Oh, not really built any. It's all right. We'll go up, then we'll go down. We'll consolidate. We'll go back up." And like they're nearly going down to League One.
Yeah, like people don't realize how tough the Championship is. Like going down, like it's so easy to like double dip, so they can go down twice. It's so easy if you don't get it right. Like you look at Ipswich going down. There's someone I forgot who it wasn't. Community bought an Ipswich stack. Like you wouldn't put it past them, but it should like comfortable bottom half if they get a few things wrong in the Championship.
Yeah, definitely.
Like they could get it right and they could finish playoffs, even promotion, but like it can't go one or two ways, and it's like it's not really easy to predict which one it's going to be.
Yeah, I think it's all about attitude and approach, isn't it? Because as you described Luton there, it gave me big flashbacks to Blackpool, and they just their ownership was different. I think the Oysters rinsed them for the Premier League money, ultimately, but whereas the teams like West Brom that go, all right, we'll get promoted and we'll get relegated, but you know what? That parachute money, we'll fucking rinse the Championship with it. You know, we'll buy the best striker in the league. We'll go get a goalkeeper in. We'll go do this. We'll go do that, and then we'll go again. You know, get the money, get relegated, rinse and repeat. So I think there's a wee bit of approach that can be the difference here at times. Do you think you'll spend a lot of money this summer then, Charlie, at Newcastle? Because the FFP and PSR and all that crap, it's been a bane. It's been a thorn in your side, hasn't it, for a few windows now?
Like I think we've not spent money on a first team player in 3 windows. I think 3 windows. Apparently, we've got like a war chest this summer.
Nice.
Apparently, I think it's going to be like 150 at least. I'd say, and we don't need to sell anyone because obviously what happened with Mente and Ellie Anderson, like we're not forced to sell anyone, which is nice. Which is like a lot of other clubs, I think, like Aston Villa, they're going to have to do some sort of deal or sell whatever.
Maybe sell Philogene again for 40 million to somebody.
Yeah, they're going to do some dodgy deals like they normally do. But yeah, did you see that clip? Speaking of clips and Jamie Redknapp, did you see the clip Jamie Redknapp was saying about Ollie Watkins?
I've seen people talking about Ollie Watkins, but I don't think it was Jamie Redknapp.
He was saying,
was it about him like being unhappy and shit?
No, he's saying in January, he was getting links to Arsenal. Apparently, it was like he knows, like factual. It was like Aston Villa were saying to Arsenal, like, "Do you want him?" sort of thing. It was like they were trying to almost get rid of him, sort of thing. Which is interesting.
Interesting. They were proactively trying to get the deal done.
Yeah, because I presume they would have rather keep Duran. Because at the time he was red hot, wasn't he? So.
Yeah, younger and whatnot as well.
Mm-hmm.
I find that interesting. Maybe that's why he's pissed off, because he did come out and say that at one point. I heard somebody talking about him in the last week.
Yeah, he said in the past few weeks he was pissed off he got benched or whatever, didn't he? Which I mean, whatever. But yeah, it is weird. He's kind of like almost not bombed him out, but like as soon as Rashford came in, he's like completely stepped aside, which I didn't see coming personally.
Is this voicing at it, or is this breaking news?
Don't think anyone in their right mind would pay 50 million for my header.
Oh, was it Carragher or Redknapp, Charlie boy?
Oh, Carragher. Did I say Redknapp? I meant Carragher.
Aye. Yeah, I think Watkins would have been a great move for Arsenal. I think he did that. I think he made the step up, but I don't know how Villa came out of that for the better. Yeah, might not have.
Yeah, might not have, but yeah.
I maybe I believe that too little, too late. Because Arsenal have been drawn a lot, haven't they?
Yeah.
At overlap. Yeah, I listened to that maybe this morning or yesterday. In fact, I think it might have been the same thing. I never caught that detail that you said, but I just heard them talking about moaning and stuff. Aye.
There's a few Friday night cases out tonight, if you didn't catch it.
Oh, really? Who for? Obviously, Berardi.
PSG got beat 3-1.
PSG?
Yeah, put out the full team.
Full team. Got beat 3-1.
Jumping Jimmies. Let's go and have a peek at the SD page here. Jumping Jimmies. The Paris Saint of the German. 1-1. 4-0. No. Anything else here? Oh yeah, Stuttgart lost as well. By the way,
Stuttgart
1-0.
lost 1-0. Yeah, I had Stiller captain. He only dropped like a 60, I think. Thought it was going to be a big game for him.
Feyenoord won 3-0, and I don't see anything else that would have been on anyone's radar really. It's a few bits and pieces.
Be a shit 1-2-0.
Yeah, Besiktas won 5-1. Clean sheet bust. That's a Friday night curse, isn't it?
Yeah.
Al
Al
Hilal beat Guangzhou 7-0. So let's look at this. What do we have on screen here? We've got PSG trying to load. There we go. PSG Nice. Klaus, fixture-proof player. Fixture-proof player. Jonathan Klaus. Morgan Sanson, 81. And who the hell is Badruddin Bouani? 20-year-old midfielder up front. That's fun.
Be interesting to see what they do for Arsenal now, isn't it? Kvara getting 90. Vitinha getting 90 as well.
Yeah.
Real headache for me, which is not nice.
Dewey and Jon Snow wrapped in cotton wool, closely followed
is that
by
Nuno
Usmani.
Mendes? Is that the full-back line getting 90 as well?
Yeah.
Oh, Marquinhos came off, but yeah.
Oh, Marquinhos, Ronaldo.
They have been rotating all season, but in there, like, so,
Fair.
like,
Yeah.
they
I'm just surprised.
They can't be knackered. Like,
but they went full strength last weekend. Sorry, last midweek, because they just played a few days ago. So everyone's singing full strength midweek, rest of the weekend, and then back for Arsenal. And then it seems they're just completely playing through it, which seems a little strange.
By the way, Stiller and Mittelstadt, still respectable.
Yeah, I captained them though, Stiller, which is like just not enough, is it? With a sitting there.
Besiktas losing their clean sheet.
One thing I hate is that 50% captain, honestly.
Yeah.
Fucking terrible. I hate it.
Kind of agree.
First goal of the game for Atayaspor breaks the clean sheet and then they win 5-1.
Brutal.
That's Friday night curse, isn't it? Brutal. I don't mind the powerful captain, by the way. I don't mind it. Should it be in every division? Maybe not. But I don't mind it.
Yeah, I think the issue is you've kind of got to get 75 or like you're almost done. You know what I mean? That's kind of the way I see it. It is good and it is annoying at the same time. Like, obviously, it's good if you get it right, but...
By the way, there's an all-star winning team here, isn't there?
Jesus Christ, yeah.
95 Mitrovic,
Someone
96 Marcus Leonardo.
What, top shooters or whatever? Mitrovic and top shooter.
He's not got a card.
Nah, just
There's already.
But SMS.
Yep.
2 shots on target. No BCMs. Mitrovic, 2 shots on target, no BCMs. Marcus Leonardo.
That's something I've been trying to lean into. I've been putting all my championship players and my challenger players into the special comps to try and, you know what I mean? It almost feels like kind of cheat code in a way because you get like the top tier rewards with 17 non-top tier cards. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like that too. I've ended up doing that because I don't play challenger, so I just have all my challenger guys for that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then leftover pieces. But the only top shooter team I'm half interested in started off well with Barkas hologram hands here.
Oh.
So let's hope it does alright. Friday night curse was real for a few of them there, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Yeah.
Scaldini, I love it.
I've
played him, Quinny. I've got him in the. I went for the Carter Vickers Scales captain.
Captain Scales, interesting. Well done. Scales should start, but it's Trusty's.
We'll see.
It's weird, right? I did it in the preview, right, and like I think he'll probably play Scales because of the synergy that we get with him and Taylor on that left hand side, that like we've seen in the semi-final. But anytime we play Dundee United, they all just go into their own box straight away.
Yeah.
And then it's about counter-attack with them. And if they're at their own bit, maybe he does play Trusty. Maybe. But I don't think it's likely. But
Scales not play the last time. I think it was because Trusty and Vickers had the flu. But I think Scales played it up there last time as well. So, I don't know.
Welsh, yeah, he played with Welsh.
Yeah. And Welsh done like a 96 or something. Like it was
85.
Like, is that a wild score? Well, for him, that's a wild score, obviously.
Yeah. Big time.
So. He's awful.
He's done now, isn't he? Isn't he shit in the bed and Mecklen?
He's like 45 averaging, isn't he?
Yeah, brutal.
That's his level, to be fair. Like so.
El Carowney got 53 AA again. On fire. Somebody must have sold him. Who do you think it was? Laird or Harry or who sold El Carowney? Somebody
I
must
think
have
you know
sold
who
him.
that is.
Oh, he's a wee set piece taking left back at Utrecht.
He's been on for a while, hasn't he?
Like imagine Guilherme in Turkey, that kind of character.
Yeah.
But Utrecht who are normally meh, but are punching obviously. Magic. Well guys, go fuck.
Go fuck.
Go fuck.